get this into a place that can actually hear us properly, and let's start talking about this week. Oh, audio levels need to go up a little bit. There we go, now you can hear me. Let's talk for April 19th here. Welcome to Hub, welcome to another wonderful week, and let's talk to, quite frankly, all of you. Let's get through what you need to get done this week. So, what we've got this week is, for the introductory students, you guys are on to code.org. I know we finished up our copyright last week. This is kind of the introduction to your next part of the course. We're going to talk a little bit about code. We're going to shift this eventually into talking about electronics and how we actually hook electronics connectors up. And then we're going to code some electronics. We're actually going to code an Arduino, which is what the Intermediate Advanced are currently doing after they worked through last week. So last week, and guys, by the way, for intro, your task is very simple. You should have gotten started on code.org last week. Your task for this week is going to be to finish it off. There are 96 lessons here leading up to the artist. And again, remember, for a lot of these pieces where there's an unplugged activity, you don't need to actually finish these off. They're fascinating, they're cool to look at, but most of them are designed to be things that are done in a classroom, which obviously doesn't quite work for our context, but the activities here are absolutely fantastic. Now, how am I going to be assessing this? You guys should have gone on and you should have added this class, and instructions on how to do that are in the checklist in D2L. And if you haven't, please do, because there's a few people I'm still waiting on there for intro. Make sure you go add that course code, because then I can keep tabs on how many of these things you finished, and I will leave a message for you in PowerSchool that says, yeah, you've completed it. Congratulations, well done. Now, that being said, when you guys get this done on Thursday in class, we are going to talk about a few of the key things, because there were a few key questions that I wanted you to answer for this course. Things like, what's the difference between an if and a while loop? We'll talk about that on Thursday. It's something you've probably experienced, but may not have defined yet. We're also going to talk about things like variables. Why are they important? Why do they work? What do they do? Again, things that you'll have experienced, but we need to take back and have a little bit more of an academic description of. Now, for those of you that are intermediate advanced, again, relatively simple week this week. You guys have been working on your review lessons / some more advancement lessons. I mean, some of these pieces like the serial monitor and things like probably making sounds in LCD displays are going to be a little bit new to you. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the big one for today, and again, I'm recording this on the morning of April 19th, is Monday morning. You guys do have class here at 9:30 this morning, so I look forward to seeing you all there. But we're going to talk in that class about how a shift register works. And a shift register is a very cool IC. That's this thing down here, an integrated circuit, just to give those of you an intro still watching a bit of a kind of a head start on what we're going to be doing in intermediate. And this is simply us using that shift register and the serial monitor, which is how we communicate with our Arduino, to actually control these LEDs. In this case, this one is going to allow us to control these LEDs by simply typing in different numbers on our keyboard. And that's a very cool concept because it's you controlling, with a physical touch of the keyboard, something that is electronic. Now, this could be hooked up on a breadboard in front of you and wired into your computer really easily, and we could make the physical world turn into code, which is super awesome. I look forward to seeing you guys. I'll run the exit slide here, and you guys do have class if you're an intermediate advanced this morning, April 19th. Again, questions, if not in the class, can go into the discussion. And you guys should be trying to finish up, if I remember correctly, for the intermediate advanced group. I'm just going to pull this one up to make sure I get the correct numbers that I did put in the checklist here. Number 5. Again, after we've talked about shift registers, to do lesson number 4, as well as lessons number 7 to 12. That's going to take you through an RGB LED fader, analog inputs, sensing light, making sounds, and LCD displays. For introductory, again, just make sure that you get through all of those code.org Introductory Computer Science 20-hour course. And if you get that done, life will be good. Cheers, guys. Have yourselves a great week.